Today, we continue to explore the possible applications of C4D 20-5.3.1 fluid function. The previous video showed you how to create a simulated simple fluid tank effect. If it's just a cube, it seems boring, doesn't it? Today, I will continue to explain in detail how to create a fish swarm effect on the basis of particles. First of all, you need to cache the local hard disk of the particle fluid, so that you need to do variable speed processing. For example, you can shift the animation time, as well as the speed of processing and other arbitrary control parameters. Playback speed and response speed are great advantages, so what are you hesitating about? After the cache processing, the production of cloned model animation is the core content of today. The particle size is already proportional, so you need to copy the cube as a parameter. I have a fish model ready to be cloned. Select the model to enable the X-ray function, and you can see that the fish is much larger than the cube. There is also one content that needs to be confirmed, that is, which side is the head and which side is the tail. Create a new sphere as the eye reference. Simply adjust the size and position. Just use it as a reference object. As I played the timeline, I found that the direction of movement is opposite to the direction of the fish's eyes. Simply adjust the position and reconfirm the animation. Copy the adjusted cube reference to the fish animation project. Delete the cube copied earlier and paste the reference object just copied. Process the scaling of the fish model, adjust the position, and finally fix the axis position and orientation. Just scale it to be close to the cube scale. Switch to different angles to confirm the scale size. After adjusting the closed cube reference object, I don't need the cube anymore, so I deleted it and turned off model transparency. Then deal with the effect of the fish swimming. Create a new matrix object, and the point display is too large, which affects the operation. Move the z-axis position of the matrix, increase the number, cancel the y-axis position, and adjust the z-axis spacing position. Ray enable X-ray. Select matrix add formula effect. Close effect size only affects position X position. Because the model is small, the default case parameters are exaggerated. Change it to 0.1, and now the swimming direction is opposite. You need to reverse +t and rewrite it to t. Now every point is subject to the same offset value. I hope there is a decay range. So add a linear domain in the z-axis and adjust the sphere of influence. It should be the AZ axis. After the previous operation, the swimming cycle of the fish foundation is made. Finally, you need to use a tracer to connect the dots together. Change the tracking mode to connect all objects. The type of spline needs to be changed to be spline interpolation changed to natural. And you can see the animation loops seamlessly. Finally, you need to bind the fish to the spline. Create a spline warp and assign it to the fish model. The default orientation is wrong. The fish is obviously the z-axis, and the modified deformer axis. I got the head and tail orientation wrong, and then switch the z-axis direction to fix it. Modify up vector to y banking to 90 degrees. Close model X-ray. Play and watch the animation effect of swimming. So far, it seems to be working quite naturally. Turn off display of spine warp. You can change the frequency of swimming at will. If you are interested in the following content, you can join my Patreon to watch. There are a large number of C4D project files and content sharing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.